Checking in now on Manhattan, where Luigi Mangione's defense team is claiming that the United States Attorney General's decision to seek the death penalty is tainted by conflict of interest. Mangione's lawyers say that AG Pam Bondi's decision was influenced by her history as a lobbyist at a firm that represented United Healthcare's parent company, Ballard Partners. Mangione's defense team calls this a, quote, profound conflict of interest. In court filings, his lawyers wrote in part that Bondi has violated the rules of the court and Department of Justice procedures, and that Bondi took unusually personal and prejudicial actions to ensure that the Mangione case was the first death-eligible case of the new administration. Mangione's lawyers have indicated that they want to investigate Bondi's ties to Ballard and the firm's relationship with the United Health Group, and will ask for various materials, including details of Bondi's compensation from the firm. Mangione's next court appearance is scheduled for January 9th in federal court, and we will, of course, continue to follow this developing story and update you as we learn more. I want to quickly bring back in my guests to discuss this with us, trial consultant Sonny Slaughter and trial attorney Mackenzie Joy Brennan. Mackenzie, I'll start with you. What do you make of the claims by the defense here that there is, in fact, a conflict of interest? Because I would imagine, in addition to trying to, deal with his guilt or innocence, getting the death penalty off the table is really one of the biggest jobs they're facing.
Oh, absolutely. And you have the federal trial and the state trial kind of racing against each other to see who gets there first. Obviously, the federal is the only one where the death penalty is on the table. I think that the claims that they're making here are significant. I think that the relief of taking the death penalty off the table is a bit more of a stretch. In terms of the actual conflict of interest, there is this potential continued profit-sharing arrangement between Bondi and this firm. She is already embattled because of her public statements versus, actions to follow through right now with the Epstein files. I believe that an investigation into that was just launched as of this morning, and their compliance with that. And, she has made public statements about wanting to bring the hammer down on Mangione himself. That being said, as the prosecution has said, pretrial publicity alone is not a defect that takes these sort of things off the table. So I could see an investigation happening. I think that it's more of a stretch when it comes to taking the death penalty off the table as a remedy.
Yes, Sonny, quickly, I'd love to get your thoughts on this, and I couldn't agree more with Mackenzie. The idea that there may be some conflict here sounds like there might be. But again, even if they get her removed, I don't think the decision for the death penalty is going to be affected, because I'm sure whoever takes her place is going to go down that same path.
I'll be quick. Mackenzie, I absolutely agree with you. And I'll just say there is a reason why the top folks should not be talking about any cases at all at any time. We keep seeing this happen. The right to remain silent should exist as it had been for DOJ for decades, and that is what should be happening. Let the law enforcement folks do what they do. Let the prosecution remain silent until they have enough evidence to put the death penalty on the table. Everybody should just stop talking at all about any of the cases. Stop speaking.